Kangal fans, you've heard the bold claims. Can your loyal powerhouse guardian really take on a tiger, lion, or even a jaguar? Sounds crazy, right? But let's break it down. Insane bite force numbers, raw power, and the mechanics of a fight between a Kangal and nature's most fearsome predators. A 760 psi bite versus a tiger's 1050, a lion's might, and a jaguar's bone-shattering 1500 psi. Does the mighty Kangal stand a chance? Or is this just wishful thinking? Stick around as we separate fact from fiction in this ultimate showdown. Kangal. In Turkey, Kangals are legendary protectors, having guarded flocks from wolves, bears, and even wild boars for centuries. These muscular giants boast an estimated jaw force of around 760 psi, which is roughly equivalent to 52 atmospheres of pressure. For context, while a pit bull might bite at 260 to 270 psi, a Kangal crushes with nearly 3 times that force. This immense power is what gives them their reputation as steadfast guardians. But when pitted against a tiger, lion, or jaguar, does its mighty bite measure up? Let's find out. The tiger. First up is the majestic Bengal tiger, a symbol of raw power and a true apex predator. Bengal tigers weigh between 556 and 60 pounds and wield an awe-inspiring bite force of approximately 1050 psi. That means a tiger's jaw crushes with nearly 40% more force than a Kangal's. Beyond sheer numbers, consider the tiger's anatomy: massive jaw muscles, a robust skull, and sharp, elongated canine teeth designed for quick dispatch of prey. These traits aren't just for show. They enable tigers to take down animals much larger than themselves, such as buffalo and boar. When matching a Kangal's 760 psi bite against a tiger's 1050 psi, the gap in raw crushing power becomes glaringly obvious. Even if a Kangal launched a surprise attack, the tiger's superior bite force and overall size would likely make short work of it. The lion. Next, let's examine the African lion. Typically weighing around 440 pounds, lions possess a bite force of about 650 psi. At first glance, this number seems lower than the Kangal's 760 psi. However, there's more to the story than just psi figures. Lions have evolved natural defenses like thick manes and robust skulls that help absorb and distribute the force of attacks. Their social structure also means they're built for teamwork. When facing an opponent, it's not just their bite, but their collective strength, strategy, and endurance that matter. In a hypothetical one-on-one scenario, despite a Kangal's seemingly stronger bite on paper, the lion's protective anatomical features and powerful musculature give it the upper hand against a Kangal's assault. The jaguar. Finally, we come to the jaguar, a wild cat lighter than its counterparts, yet among the most formidable predators. Jaguars typically weigh around 220 pounds and boast a staggering bite force of approximately 1500 psi. Yes, you read that right. A jaguar's bite force is nearly double that of a Kangal's. Renowned for delivering decisive bites that crush skulls, jaguars owe their prowess to their jaw structure, powerful masticatory muscles, and broad, robust skulls. In a hypothetical face-off, the jaguar's overwhelming bite force would feel akin to encountering a steel trap. Even though the Kangal is impressively powerful for a dog, its 760 psi bite cannot compete with the jaguar's 1500 psi, leaving little room for a fair contest. Beyond the numbers. Let's delve deeper into the science behind these numbers. PSI measures the pressure exerted by an animal's bite. A Kangal delivering a 760 psi bite means each square inch of its bite area exerts 760 pounds of force. Contrast this with a Bengal tiger's 1050 psi or a jaguar's 1500 psi, which indicates exponentially greater power per square inch. Yet, bite force isn't solely about raw numbers. It also involves how these animals' jaws, muscles, and skulls are constructed. Tigers, lions, and jaguars have evolved under pressures demanding maximum efficiency in hunting and self-defense. Their jaw muscles scale with their skull sizes, and small anatomical differences translate into significant force disparities. While a Kangal's bite ranks strongest among domestic dogs, finely tuned through generations of livestock protection, it wasn't designed to contend with the lethal precision of a tiger or the crushing power of a jaguar. The Kangal's role focuses on defending against predators smaller or less powerful than these big cats. When comparing figures, 760 psi for a Kangal versus 1050 psi for a tiger and 1500 psi for a jaguar, the mathematical truth becomes undeniable. The evolutionary perspective. Consider this. Every animal's bite force reflects its evolutionary history. The Kangal's mighty jaws were honed to fend off wolves and similar regional threats, not creatures engineered for grand-scale kills. Tigers, lions, and jaguars evolved in environments where their prey and competitors required far greater brute force and precision to overcome. The jaguar's ability to crush turtle shells didn't happen by chance. It's a precise adaptation ensuring survival in challenging habitats across the Americas. Moreover, anatomical adaptations extend beyond PSI figures. For instance, the lion's mane serves not only as a flashy display, but also as protection during fights. Similarly, the jaguar's robust skull and powerful neck muscles allow it to generate a bite force disproportionately high relative to its body size. These adaptations result from millions of years of natural selection, fine-tuning each predator's capacity to deliver decisive blows when needed most. A hypothetical showdown. Let's put this into perspective. If a Kangal, known for its loyalty and powerful guarding instincts, were to face off against nature's most fearsome big cats, how would it fare? Against a Bengal tiger, with its bone-crushing 1050 psi bite force, the Kangal would be up against a predator that evolution has fine-tuned for dominance. Even when compared to a lion, whose 650 psi bite may seem lower on paper, the sheer strength, endurance, and battle-hardened instincts of a lion would quickly tip the scales. And when it comes to the jaguar, boasting the strongest bite of any big cat at a staggering 1500 psi, no amount of courage or agility could compensate for the overwhelming force at play. In the end, Kangals may be the undisputed champions of domestic dog breeds, but when it comes to a showdown with tigers, lions, or jaguars, raw power wins. A Kangal's 760 psi bite force pales in comparison to a tiger's crushing 1050 psi, or a jaguar's bone-snapping 1500 psi. Evolution has shaped these apex predators for dominance, and in nature, size and strength rule. But here's a wild thought. Could training and strategy give a Kangal an edge over sheer force? Or are we just dreaming too big? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you want more wild comparisons like this, hit that like button and subscribe to join our community. Who knows, maybe next time we'll pit a pit bull with a crocodile. Stay tuned.